February 11, 1937, Flint strike victory. The Flint sit-down strike of 1936 to 1937 marked a turning point in American labor history. This 6-week labor action against General Motors solidified the power of industrial unions, reshaping the relationship between workers and corporations. The strike, organized by the United Auto Workers, culminated on February 11, 1937, when GM recognized the UAW as the bargaining representative for its workers. The strike began on December 30, 1936, at Fisher Body Plant No. 1 in Flint, Michigan. Workers occupied the plant, refusing to leave until GM agreed to negotiate. This strategy, known as a sit-down strike, prevented the company from hiring replacement workers and kept production at a standstill. GM, the largest automaker in the world at the time, faced growing pressure as the strike spread to other facilities, including Fisher Body Plant No. 2 and Chevrolet Plant No. 4. On January 11, 1937, tensions escalated when Flint police attempted to retake Fisher Body Plant No. 2. Officers fired tear gas into the occupied plant, but strikers, supported by Union sympathizers outside, fought back using fire hoses, auto parts, and makeshift weapons. This violent confrontation, known as the Battle of Running Bulls, left over a dozen injured. The police failed to remove the strikers, demonstrating the power of worker solidarity. Fearing further unrest, Michigan Governor Frank Murphy deployed the National Guard to Flint. However, instead of forcibly removing the workers, the troops ensured peace and prevented company-hired strikebreakers from escalating the situation. Meanwhile, President Franklin D. Roosevelt urged GM executives to negotiate, emphasizing the necessity of labor peace amid the ongoing Great Depression. After intense negotiations, GM agreed to recognize the UAW on February 11, 1937. This landmark decision granted the union the authority to bargain on behalf of GM workers, a crucial step toward broader industrial unionization. Within a year, UAW membership surged from 30,000 to 500,000, and sit-down strikes spread to other industries, forcing major corporations to accept organized labor. The Flint sit-down strike proved that workers could successfully challenge corporate power through direct action. The UAW's victory paved the way for union contracts, higher wages, and improved working conditions across the auto industry. It also influenced the passage of the Fair Labor Standards Act, which established a federal minimum wage and overtime pay. This historic strike redefined American labor relations, proving that collective action could bring lasting economic and social change. The victory on February 11, 1937, remains a defining moment in the fight for workers' rights, demonstrating the strength of organized labor in shaping the modern workforce. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.